Hey everyone, welcome to our daily gratitude and affirmation practice and our little nature walk. Thank you so much for being here. I am loving the fact that the snow is still here. The paths are pretty much melted though, back to regular blacktop. So, oh, but it's so pretty. And guess what? Okay, number one gratitude. Last night I was coming home. And guess what animal I saw? Oh, this is a new one. I saw a gray fox. A gray fox just ran through the middle of the neighborhood. And while I've seen them before, it is rare for me to see them. So a couple of fun facts is about foxes because I looked it up after that happened. So in the area, we have two types of fox, red fox and gray fox. Usually the red is more common for me to see. Both are pretty elusive though. And apparently the gray fox is called the cat fox or the tree fox because it can freaking climb up trees. Apparently there's something about its thumb where it's I don't know what the word Google was using. It begins with an H, hypermodal maybe, but its thumb will like twist and it makes it more like a cat paw, I think. So that's freaking wild to me. And it was so beautiful to see. Ran across the road. I happened to be looking in that direction and seeing its cute little tracks. Oh, I hope it's doing okay. We have a lot of rabbits in the area, but I haven't really seen too many rabbits. I've seen maybe 3 or 4 over the course of the entire winter, and that's mainly on my night walks actually. But oh, what a treat. And the first thing I thought of was you guys and not being able to get a video. I didn't even have time to take out my phone. It was there and gone. Ah, so beautiful. And I knew it wasn't a cat. There is a giant black cat that hangs out in the neighborhood, but it's just like a grayish, like a dark gray. And I looked it up because I was like, ooh, that's a meaning for me. Just due to the activities that I was doing. And gray foxes symbolizes needing to blend to the background, trusting yourself and your own guidance, and being adaptable to situations. But like the blending in was more prevalent in the meaning for the gray fox, which was kind of funny because number 2, I am so grateful that I was able to take care of most of my plants yesterday. And I did feel like I needed to blend into the background after that. I stopped counting at 200. I thought it'd be fun to have a number for you guys, but even all day yesterday I was getting messages. So I probably got over 400 messages about my plants. So, I'm so happy my monstera and my jade plant went to a girl who I know is going to really love them. And, she moved and had to give up her monstera plant. So I'm really happy it's going to someone who's going to love her as much as I did. I was most concerned about the monstera just because of its size. But then, sorry, I'm concentrating because there's ice. But then I also, I had so many messages that I had to do this. I had to read through every single message or open it so that they would become unread and put unread for the few at the very start of all the messages that were people I was meeting with. And oh my gosh, there was this one guy who was going to take my aloe and orchid and he wanted my mini tree. And I told him, I was like, there's somebody else who, the mini tree was the first one that had somebody. And I was like, there's somebody else that, wants this, but why don't you show up at this time? And then if they don't show up, you can have all 3. Well, I couldn't find his message because there were so many messages. I spent about an hour and a half, looking through each one. Anyways, after the monstera, I started deleting any messages that were for the Monstera and for the Jade plant, just to trim it down and see who else was interested. And I found his message, and he's like, "Are you showing up?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I can be up there in like an hour." And he was cool with that. I ended up meeting him at his gym. Got rid of my aloe plant, my one of my orchids, and my mini tree. So now I only have 2 orchids left. And let's show you the view. It's actually pretty windy today, so... And I need to just keep walking to keep warm. Sorry for the sniffles. It's pretty cold. Oh. No. My mind tricked me. Wasn't a deer. I don't know if they just keep moving during the winter. What do deer eat during the winter? That would be a really interesting thing to think about, to Google. Anyways, number 2, my plants are taken care of, and number 3, gratitude. Oh, if I could turn you guys around. Eesh. Okay. Number 3, gratitude. Reached out to my stepmom yesterday, and I was like, hey, there's a couple of plants I would really like to keep, but it's less than, there's a month period between my last place and this place where she took care of my plants. And I told her, I was like, hey, I only have like 5 left. So she said that she would take him, which makes me really happy. And so I'm grateful she was willing to do that. So plants, all good, all taken care of. I also, number 4, I called and canceled my renter's insurance and my car insurance. It's gonna be a little bit less. It's like $20 less a month. So took care of that. What else? Number 5, I am so grateful I made soup, because I got home yesterday and boy, I was going around all day. I got so grateful I had something I could just pop in the microwave and eat. Also, number 6, gratitude. I ended up I don't know if I told you guys. So I'm at a point in my life where I'm taking things off my plate. There's a lot going on, and I want to just make a lot of space so that way I can, reevaluate everything and decide what needs to be in this new phase of my life after this month. And so I canceled everything with a naturopath. That I need to pick up at a later point in time. Plus, if I'm going to be doing like hormone blood work, I would much rather have it when I'm past this, right? Like this whole situation, even though like I'm managing it and it's fine, it can't be good for your hormones. So I'd rather get a new baseline. So anyways, all of that's paused, which gave me a relief, because there's other things I need to focus on. And then my therapist, the somatic practitioner that I go see, I'm also going to tell her that I'm going to go down to once a month. And that's also going to be a relief. I've done a lot of work on myself. This past year and a half has been, I really committed to my own healing. I'm in a completely different place for myself. And so while I was already planning to do that at some point in the year, go down to once a month, I also wasn't anticipating doing it so soon, but I realized, I was like, if I have this much on my plate, I would like a lot of my time back, and just freeing up my time and then seeing what feels good. And there's so much other stuff that I want to focus on that is going to be fun and exciting, like writing my book and developing, more tools for people, expanding my business. Like, there's other things that I think are higher priorities, because I've gotten to a really good place with my own healing. So that's 6. 7, oh, well, 6 would be taking off some of those appointments. 7, so I ended up paying yesterday for next week. Instead of like doing grocery shopping and trying to keep up with cooking while I have all of this going on, I ended up just purchasing from the meal prep service. I've realized that over the last week I've been eating out quite a bit, and I would much rather purchase from them and not eat out and still maintain a degree of control over what's going into my body. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm really excited, and that also is a stress reliever. So I think it's important to know how you can support yourself. Number 8 for the day. Oh, so last night was the finale of the challenge. It was so good. Oh, what a cute dog. Morning. Oh, cute dog. Hi.
He's harmless and friendly.
Oh, he's so cute. Hello. What's his name?
Roscoe.
Hi, Roscoe.
You will go with him?
I'm sure he does. That'll be a number 8. What a cute pupper. So cute. Alright, so my number 9 then is going to be the challenge. So, finale of the challenge was last night. It was so good. Man, did they do a lot of swimming. Also grateful. I did so much yesterday, and I was feeling a little bit sad about my plans. So I was like, you know what? We're going to go and I didn't want food because I had the soup at home. So I ended up getting myself a little bit of ice cream to sit and congratulate myself for a day where I got a ton done and put a lot of things to rest. So it was really nice ending my day like that. And additionally, a number 10 gratitude, most importantly, business taxes. Done. Yes. Oh, that was a stressor. You don't want to be out of compliance, and I want to pay you your money, just give me some time. So business stuff, good to go. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. All right, let's go to the message. Man, what a beautiful day out today. I'm walking a little faster because my fingers they're about at the point where they're a little too cold. Anyways, I should have showed you the puppy, but I was taken over by dog cuteness. Okay. Message of the day. Pick your hard and then make it easy. So the first example that I could think of with this is relational. Where I've heard people say two things. One is the things that bother you at the start are going to really bother you way down the line, like almost going to be insufferable. So like be thinking about that. But the second thing that I've heard is, like choose your hard. Like, is that something that you can be okay with for the rest of your life? And if the answer is no, that's probably not the person for you. So, but what I want to focus on is the general principle behind that. Choose your hard. In the situations that we get ourselves into or that we experience, we do think a lot about how we want the situations to go. But do you ever think about, okay, well, if it doesn't go this way, usually that's a tumbling thought, right? Like, well, if it doesn't go this way, then this is going to happen. And oh my gosh, if this happens, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. And I don't know. And if I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, then, it's going to be an even worse situation. Then it's going to be a catastrophe. And you get my point. But have you ever tried to design your hard? And then the step that most people don't even take is make it easy. They're like, one of the best things that I do for myself now to support myself in moments where I am overwhelmed and it is hard. One of the first things my brain gives me now, it goes, I want this to be easy. And then I go, yeah, I do want this to be easy. My brain deserves that. And I relax into that. I stop attaching to the chaos and everything that's going on and needs to happen. And I trust. I was like, you know what? Like, this is going to be easy. And it really helps in those situations. It's only hard because of our resistance to something. We might not like having to go through something, but that doesn't mean it actually needs to be difficult for ourselves. We can, by telling yourself, I want this easy. No, this, even if it's a situation where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Like my own healing earlier this year. It was challenging, difficult. There were some really dark moments. But in those moments, I still affirmed myself. I was like, this is easy. And it's almost like your brain, whatever you tell it to do, it will find. And so by me telling my brain that it was easy, I actually had a boost up because things actually started to get, it was easier to maneuver within the difficult. That's really what you're doing for yourself. You're giving yourself easy maneuverability in the situation. So, thinking about, choose your hard. And if you've experienced a certain type of hard before and the warning signs pop up, that's a very good indicator. Don't even get involved at all. Remove yourself completely. You've already decided that type of hard is not for you. Because life, like, I don't want to affirm this for myself because, like, I always believe in solutions, but for most people, they believe that life is going to have difficulties and challenges and all this other stuff, but it's only to the difficulty and the challenge that you make it out to be. We have a lot of power even in those moments. So, be thinking of that. Choose your hard. Because a lot of times we don't even think that we get the choice of choosing the hard. We think the hard chooses us. And that's like, maybe. But then you get to choose how you move through it. You have ultimate control over yourself. So stop making the control over yourself hard. Make the control and the ease and the freedom that you experience, make that easy. So that's the message of the day. Now for the affirmations. Number 1, as always, I'm divinely guided and supported. I can ask for help whenever I need it. I humbly ask for help today. Number 2, I love myself deeply, fully, and completely. Number 3, what a beautiful day to be alive. Let's claim the day, our experiences, appreciate the fact that we are alive to co-create this present reality. Number 4, I lean deep into nourishment and healing of self. Number 5, I am freaking wealthy. Number 6, I am freaking powerful. And I am empowered and I powerfully show up to co-create my present reality. Number 7, and interact with my deepest desires. I like saying that. Number 7, I choose again and I choose so much better for myself. Number 8, joy abounds in my day. Joy and love abound in my day. And the excess pours forth into my life and I receive it back tenfold. Number 9, breathe easily and deeply in the sanctuary of bliss, peace, and protection where I powerfully reside. Number 10, I speak and so it is. Never forget the power that your words have. And something that just came to mind with choosing your hard and making it easy. Christmas time and especially New Year's, I was having a lot of difficulty with the fact that I am not gonna be here very soon after. I was just like, I was really bothered. And I said one day, I want my transition to be so supportive, so easy, that I just want to breeze right through, the day that everything changes. And by golly, if that hasn't happened, and I have such a different outlook. So it's tell your brain what you want to see. Make your brain do work for you. Choose your hard, make it easy. Choose a hard that's hard, but you can manage, and then make it easy. All right, guys, that is all for today. I love you. I will answer all the comments today now that I'm not running through 300 plus messages. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. What are you grateful for? What are you affirming? What is going on for you guys? Let me know in the comments. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone.